Alright, welcome to another week. Let's go through what the market is doing. So, like I mentioned last week, we had this choppy period when it looked like we were breaking out, but in reality, I think it takes a lot longer for a true breakout. And Nasdaq still extended. And this is nice because now so many names that I was watching these 3 days, they completely crashed. So that way I got them not off my watch list but off my main watch list, and I have less names to watch. So this is good. Now I can see which ones hold up the most. And also I'm sick, so if I make any super nasty sounds, that's why. So let's continue. This week was pretty good because the previous 3 weeks I got myself underwater, but this week I got back to break even, and I'll talk a bit about that on my positions or the trades I took. So this was the first, on Tuesday was the first trade, this one. So it gapped up on good news that a bigger company invested like 70 million or something, and it came out of this completely killed chart. I think this is a log chart just to see what's going on. 1, 2, 3 legs, and then this wedge with a fake breakdown, reclaim, and then this gap up. And I saw it here in the morning, and I think maybe I took a cut. No, I didn't. Opening range highs was here, so I just saw this opening range highs, and I kept it on my watch list, and then it came back, and then it created this range, and I actually thought this was the first entry, the breakout here. I thought this was the intraday breakout, so I took a starter here, or I took a full size here, but I got stopped out. And then a bit later, this was the first entry, because I was not sure about the lines where, but then at the very end it made sense that this was the line in the sand. So I took like a starter position, like adding here, risking here, and then adding here, risking here, and then taking another entry here as it broke. And I had this super tight stop loss. And let's see, Lizzie. And yeah, that was down here. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. So it rallied late day after my entry here, so I was super happy about that, so I didn't take any off. And then but I was a bit scared because they had like earnings coming up and it was pending, so it could have been this day, but since I was up, I thought that, well, I'll give it a go. And then it came down a bit in the after hours, and I got a bit scared actually. But then next morning it gapped up, and I was in big profits. And then I actually added, I don't think I took a screenshot of that one. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, here. So I added, as it came down to you can see how it had ridden the 9-hour EMA all the time. And then it came down here, and I saw this 1, 2, 3 wave, and I saw this, I thought it was a good risk reward to get in here with an ad, and so I did. And then I sold all of that ad here. Then I kept the remaining size. Then next day dumped, came up, and I'm not sure if I actually took some profits off here from my original. I took off a few shares, and then I actually bought everything back here, right here. Again, not sure if I took a screenshot of that. Let's see. No, okay. So anyway, they had the earnings, and they showed the earnings after hours, and they were positive. So we'll see what happens. I'm well in profit, and if it gaps down like even, how much? Let's see. Yeah, 20%. I'm break even pretty much. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it gaps up. And let's see. Yeah, and then this one. Oh my god. I've been talking about Root, how it was an EP, but I didn't dare to hold it, and I sold it the same day, and now it's up 110R. and I'm gonna speak about this later again. And I did it again. EP, huge volume. I got a super tight. Oh yeah, this was my first entry here on the opening range highs, but I think it came back down. Which one was it? LSF. Yeah. Here. So yeah, here you see that I took the first entry here. I got stopped out right away. Then I waited, and I think I took a starter here, maybe. Or not a starter, I risked this area here. And then I bought more here, risking this base. And this was my average. And then, let's see, late day, I just put an order at 10R. Because I was like, well, if this one just goes right away, I think it's too soon, and I'm gonna take some off and reevaluate once that happens. And while I'm searching for other stuff late day, I get my sell, and I'm like, wait, what happened? And it completely rallied into the close. And I sold for 10R, which is nice, but here we are again, a beautiful EP over this nice bottoming wedge, like almost a 2-year long range. And it's going straight up. So now it's up 40R, which and I mean, this one is probably gonna keep on going. So it's quite funny. I did the exact same thing with roots, but it's good to see. It's good to see this. Gives me some conviction to maybe hold next time, or at least sell some shares, but not everything. GXAI. Oh yeah, you remember how I took a starter position on this one here? And then I added, and then I got stopped out at the very bottom for a much bigger loss than I wanted to, and then it had a split and gap up. But I thought, let's see here, yeah. So this was not a swing, this was like an intra-day trade. And I saw this 5-minute chart here, high, and then it had this massive volume in the morning. And I thought, and it was already gone here. But again, I put an order at 11:14 with my stop here. And then it actually came down and filled me here. Or actually here, I think. Yeah, I think I got this one. Okay, so I didn't add. Okay. And then it was up like 1 or 2R. But then it just rolled over the rest of the day. So I got stopped out on that one. Not the best setup. I mean, I usually like to see a 1-hour stare to take this setup. But I thought it might go. We'll see. Lizzie again. Yeah, this was the second entry. Yeah, here you can see. I took this one. Since it had already triggered the... Wait, no, this is Lizzie. Oh, okay. Lizzie, yes. And this one, yeah, this was the second entry right here, risking this. And then I took another one here, wider, and then my average was what I showed earlier. But I sold it 10R, so it doesn't really matter. This one again, god damn it. I wanted to be in on this one from this area. And I took this first one here, this entry. Or on the pullback, I think. Got stopped out, and then it created this another range with higher lows, and I took it here, got stopped out. And let's see on maybe Soundhound. It's a similar here. See this one? It's a similar wedge here. So that's why I took it. And then you have also another one, which was it? It went straight up. AISP. Yeah, this one as well. I didn't trust it. I guess the difference here is that it came from a bottom bounce, slowly grinding, creating this wedge. Pretty much flat top with higher lows. So it wasn't really the same on ARM, because it was almost like a bear flag. Yeah, you can see here came down, created the range. So it's almost like a bear flag going lower. But I'm so sad I took 2 cuts on this one, doesn't really matter, but I did not take a... Oh, wait. Actually, you know. Here, ARM. But I did not take Soundhound or AISP, which I have been watching. I just didn't believe it. and it went, same as, like I said, AISP. And so this would have been more of like a semi-swing trade, because these are so fast, you gotta be aggressive with the follow, the stop. So missed those. Hollow, yeah, again, not really something I planned. I think I took a cut on it this day or the day previous day. Yeah, maybe the first one was here. Is this the third day? Yeah, okay. So the third day, which was here, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So I saw this this little range. Come on. This little range here. And it looked decent on the 1 hour chart. So I thought, well, it might go up to like the $15 area. So that was like almost a double from there. And I took the, let's see, yeah, opening range highs, but the pullback of it to fill this, because it was a bit of a wide risk, so I wanted to get smaller. But then it just came back, took a stop there. Arm again. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, so I took this first entry as like a super wide, because I couldn't really see it. I thought that maybe it's a head and shoulders, so I used that super wide risk entry. And then I took the ad here, which I thought was the original entry, and then I raised my stop, but got stopped out, like I said. FGen, same kind of here, not really as big of a range, but you can see it on the 1 hour chart. Didn't look so good since it ran up 1, 2, 3 small days and then tried to go here. I guess it was an okay attempt, but not the best one. Not the best. Let's see on the weekly. Yeah, I don't like the previous red week. So price usually likes to fill the previous close, which is down here. So that means it could, yeah, it could be nice if it next week it comes down, comes up, closes the week quite bullish, but inside week, and then the week after that could be something. Stopped out of that one. Minim, this one was stupid. So this is also a intraday trade idea. I've been watching this for a while, but it's such an unclear range. But I still think that, okay, they have earnings tomorrow. But it's so whippy, so I think it's better if this one maybe gaps up on massive volume, creates like a 1 hour pre-market pattern, and then you buy the opening range highs. That could be something. He's creating higher lows all this time. Not really sure. So another stop there. Verb. Why did I buy this one? Yeah, I anticipated a 1 hour range all the way up there. Well, now it looks really bad, but my thinking was that, let's see here. Yeah, I was thinking, oh yes, this one, oh my god. I bought it down here. And maybe this, wait, opening range highs here. Yeah, I got it in here somewhere. Verb, let's see. 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, here, 2 minute chart, you can see there. Okay, so I risked it slow. Based on that, it came back quite strong. But I actually think I bought it in here, and then I sold for 2R here, waiting to buy back. But then it just acted weird, and right here I thought, oh good, look at that, it just faked out. And then it kept on going, then I had another big wick. I'm like, okay, now it is faked out. I mean, it's too soon on any charts. But then it just ran. So this is quite a big move. That's a 150% move. And then I was a bit tilted because I wanted to get in, and I saw this one right here. This 5 minutes. I mean, look at the risk you can get here. It's like a 3% risk. Obviously, you gotta account with some slippage, say 4%, 5%. But it would have worked. It would have worked, and the thing is, even if you bought it here with like a wide risk, then you have like a 9-10R setup. But if you bought this one, 3%, I mean, it's 10R, 20R. I mean, you had like 25R opportunity here. But then it flagged again. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get in. But now it looks super bad. But if this one triggered here, the green line would have come up. So I should have bought it here. I should have kept it here. You know, shoulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Took a stop. JTAI. JTAI. Let's see what happened here. Where did I take this one? Oh yeah, it was like a starter on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, you can see it was building something here, and I took a starter risking this area, but then it actually came down at the end. So a loss, and then STI. What happened with this one? Oh yeah, I took a... Oh, nice. I think I bought it... Yeah, I was a bit late. I bought it based on this candle here, but then I was a bit late to it, so I actually FOMO bought it here, risking this area. But it turned out to work, and then I sold it for a top ticked it. Sold for 5R. So it was nice. Money Lion took this on very late day because it had an EP earlier, but it hasn't been as strong. But I thought if it comes back here, it could provide a really good risk reward on the same setup, but later. And I bought it a bit premature, and I actually got stopped out on Money Lion. Yeah, it sucks. I bought it in here, I got stopped out, and then here I was going to work, so I couldn't watch it. I put an order in, but it didn't come back. Could go. Could also be a small new high fake out. Who knows? And then I took Verb again. Yeah, I was talking about Verb, I think. But then I sold some stocks. What did I sell? I sold Vimy. This one I took the previous week. And I took it as a swing trade, but then this gap up on... yeah, this gap up on no news, no nothing. And I was just thinking that it's not really... Let's go on the weekly here. It's not really ready. It's not ready. I think it has to come down and create a bigger range since it's kind of falling. Or it's a sort of a channel play here. But I counted on this line and this weekly moving average, and then I sold it on the first morning spike on the 162, which was just a few pennies from the top here, but then it actually came back the next day. So, but this one I'm happy that I sold, because this one I was thinking that I'm just gonna sell it for 5R and get rid of it, but then it gapped up, so I'm happy about that. Got 10R instead of 5R. Or was it 5R? Maybe it was more. 62. Yeah, 10.4R. So that's nice. 10R quick gain. That's pretty much it. Had 2 10R gains and 1 5R gain and a few cuts. With that said, I'm back to break even. And I was thinking this week I wanna kind of look at my 3 winners. Which were they? CRBP. Or actually, let's do this. For example, these 4 weeks. Let's say I took. I think I've taken a few more trades than this, but let's just imagine here. 64 items, including the folders. So say I took 70 trades, which it's over trading, but I took 70 trades. Some were small wins, some were break evens, some were 2R losses, 3R losses, 4R losses. So let's say I took 80 trades. Let's say I took 80 trades here. Now, But let's say I took some of those were small wins, some of them were. So let's say I had a 50R loss these 4 weeks, and just looking at 3 of my trades CRBP, because the setups, these kind of setups are swing trades for me, and I just want to imagine what happened if I bought them, put my stop loss, and didn't look back. Maybe I put an alarm on the moving average and just delete the ticker. This one was up 22R. It's now up 16. So let's see here. Let's just play with the thought that you're at the top. So 22R. Then we have root, which has ridden the. If I put an alarm on the moving average, I would not have got an alarm until this day close. And here you can see it's a super bullish reversal, and you're still in it. So 110. 110 if I just left it and didn't look at it. And then we have LSF. Again, this one could keep on going quite hard, and so 5. It's now up 40R, but let's play with the thought that it's gonna keep on going. It's just imagine it goes here somewhere, 80R. So now we have, let's see here. Oops, we have 22 plus 110 plus 80 minus, what did I say, 50R. 162, which means if I took all of these trades with all of those losses and just left whatever didn't take my stop loss out, I would have made 50% of my account. So 50R loss in 4 weeks. Not just adding stop loss and deleting ticker would have resulted in 50% account gain. Oh well. 50% account gain versus break even. So that's a really good. Of course, I mean, I just started trading again, and the Nasdaq has been extended for a while. So I've never experienced these kinds of plays and how fast they move, because I've never traded in a bull market since I'm a rookie. But this 50R loss, just adding stop loss, and I would have made 50% on my account in 4 weeks. That's actually insane. And is it luck, or is it the fact that I see every move in the market every day, and it's just a matter of actually keeping them when it's a swing trading setup? It's gonna be really interesting if I can and try this and just like, say I buy it here, add my stop loss, and then I just add an alarm like so, an alert on the moving average at the close of the day, and if I get the alarm, I can just raise my stop to that day. And let's see, yeah, for example, here didn't touch here it touched, so let's say put an alarm stop here, did not get stopped out, then you get another touch here, stop here, and then it hasn't touched the moving average since. And root, here I would have gotten my alarm on this day, raise to stop here, nothing. And CRB, no wait, LSF. Of course this one just popped, so would not have gotten the alarm yet. So it's a super good exercise to see if I get this massive, I mean obviously I can't do this on everything, but if I get something like this, you can see the forever downtrend, huge volume here, and this long base shakeout comes back on massive volume on good earnings. It's a good idea to keep it maybe. Okay, so Yeah, and also what do they have in common? So my biggest gains, or would have been gains, were EPs out of massive bases since we've been in a bear market. So the small cap, huge bases, EPs. And then CRBP was a nice weekly base. Here has had 1, 2, 3 declining weeks, and you can see the range on the daily chart here. So that was a really good one. Oh my god, actually the daily trigger was on the weekly trigger, and that's just beautiful. So I gotta trade less. Of course, I'll still be day trading if I see good setups. And yeah, let's just continue with this next week's watch list. I've gone through all the names, but now since we have had a couple of red days in the index, there's a few names that I want to watch this week. So let's go through them. Here we have EQ, 14% ADR. Yeah, it's been holding up, creating higher lows here. So I think it would be nice with actually even one more week here. Or actually could trigger here. Yeah, but earnings, nice. Earnings on Wednesday. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3. That could be really nice if it breaks out there. On Wednesday, this one I'm just watching since it has completely died. Oh my god, after the gap up. Yeah, maybe something like here. What did it do? Created a range, gap up, fail, and then the second time. Okay, so just wait for a range. So let this week finish and maybe next week. Or late this week. Is this one all-time high? Yeah. Okay, all-time high stock. 15 ADR. 200 million. Market cap. Came out of this nice base here. So the question is, since it now cleared all-time high here, this was the all-time high consolidation, this is the confirmation with the volume. So I'm thinking that now it's gonna go faster. It's not gonna create these big ranges. It's gonna consolidate here, go up, consolidate here. But it's not ready yet. Maybe late this week or early next week. Yeah, not super excited about this one. Since it had like one big gap up and it's sorta looking heavy into resistance. Maybe if it looks absolutely perfect, maybe gaps up on earnings. Who knows? This one. So this one, for example, it's still good ADR. But this one versus EQ, was it? No, it was CSPI, yeah. So this one is consolidating at all-time high. And this other one, OS, was it? Yeah. It's down here. It has so much noise to the left, so I think this one is a lot better than this one. So maybe this one is an avoid. But if it looks really good here in a few weeks, yeah, I can still move. I mean, look at here. But this was the COVID market, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that. This one is a bit oh, actually, it's super slow. Huh. Super slow. But it had such a nice first move here. I mean, look at this. Even if it has 3% ADR, it made a 70-80% move straight up. So I'm thinking that if you can get like a 1.5% risk or something, you can still make a nice gain up to this area. Potentially. So it's still good. It has a very nice range. And Pixelworks just needs, I don't know. Yeah, it needs a bigger range here. It would be nice if this week is creating another inside range here. Okay. Came out of this cup and handle. But it's a bottom in cup and handle, and now it's flagging above. had his shakeout, come back. It would be nice with one more week to create a bit of a up range here. Okay, also all-time high, but it's not such a good stock. Flagged sideways, flag dump, dump. Now it's been climbing. It is at all-time high. 780R, 100 mil. Man, this is something I would like. Man, I don't know. It's a tough one. I mean, the entry could have been yesterday, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, actually, the week closed strong, so could actually be tomorrow, on Monday. This one needs more time. This one needs more time. Okay. Could go to the 14 area, maybe. Should be like a... Yeah. It's decent risk reward. Also all-time high. But I would like to see it come down and create a bigger range here for one more week. Go to... Also needs more time. Unless it's gonna be super fast. It came out of a really nice base. So the question is if you want to be aggressive. I don't know. I mean, it could be... Yeah, it could be here. The range is not that beautiful. Oh my god, it's lagging. So like I said, it could be this range right here. Has higher lows. It's a bit early, but if it explodes from here, then this moving average is just gonna curl up. So in hindsight, it's gonna look pretty good. Have this gap fill up here. Oh, at $10. Yeah, not the best risk reward. We'll see. Same here. I wouldn't like to see one more inside week. OCGN. Man, I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice with a down range here into earnings. TWAC, not so excited about this anymore. Needs more information. Yeah. Thinking that some people got shaken out here, came back, and a little bit of a wedge here, break to the upside, or double bottom like here. Could be nice to maybe the 5, 7, 8 area. ML, maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. ARM again, gotta... Man, so many attempts. Give it another week. MPU. Nah, not super excited about this one. Not really that excited. I mean, look at the previous action here. And this was the... I mean... If it's perfect, sometime in a few next weeks, maybe. FGen took a stop. Yeah, if it comes, I need 1 or 2 more weeks here. And then my active trades, like I said, I have CXAI from this area. Looking for this to maybe go to... Oh man, it could go to the 5-6 area, maybe. Or a weak new high here at 4. Just watching it for now. And then this one I'm in. Man, it's been going sideways. And like as said here, it's not ready on the monthly. So even if this one goes maybe to the 55 area, I think it's a sell. Because it's not ready, like I said, on the monthly. Yeah. Because if this one triggers here, which it could, then I think the next month is gonna fill this gap, and then you need some tightness, so it's not ready in my opinion. I mean, just look at the difference over here. This tight inside month. So yeah, I'm gonna sell it if it comes up here for like a 10R gain, because it's too soon. It's too soon. And Lizzie, this one again, I'm heavy in this one. And man, can it gap down? Yeah, that would suck. But I think just because of where it is, it's like the first stair coming out this base on good earnings, on good news. Not really sure what kind of company it is, but could be nice. But then I have this one, which is scary. This is nothing I traded, but I've been watching it. Oh my god, keep this as a reminder to not ignore the signs and what could happen 90% overnight. So I had this on my watch list because it came out of this massive range. It's a bit weird with the volume, how it has like this volume pump spikes. And then this run up was on super low volume compared to this. And then it was flagging. So I had it on my watch list, looking at this range. Kind of had a, wasn't really a good setup, but it had sort of a fake out here. And then, oh my god, on this day here, it came up and then it had earnings. I mean, I can imagine if I didn't pay attention, I could have bought this earnings day, thinking that it's a breakout, holding it overnight. And then you're down 90% on the position. So that is scary. That is scary. So the difference here, I guess, is that it's 1, 2, 3, massive 4, and then a fake out 5, compared to Lizzie, which is hopefully not a biotech company, and coming out of this nice base. We'll see next week, but that's it for this time, and I'll see you next week.